All right, good morning, Kansas City. We are back here live on Radio Row in Phoenix, Arizona. And with me, of course, I know a lot of you all remember him from ESPN and all of his good takes, but he is now with Caesar Sportsbook. He is Mr. Kenny Mayne. And Kenny, you are speaking my love language because we're talking about some gambling right now. So, of course, you're with Caesar Sportsbook. How did you come across with joining up with them?
Well, it's funny. I grew up with my dad having airline passes flying all over the West. We could fly for like $3.
What?
Yeah, we had a good deal. And one of the times he took me to Vegas when I was like 9. So opening day of school, everybody's like, teachers like, so what did you do this summer? And one kid went to church camp, and the other guy's Cub Scouts. We helped build a house. Yeah, my dad took me to Vegas. It sounded bad. My parents, but it's not. It's at 9. I'm not shooting dice. I stayed by the pool mostly. Did I bet horses before my time? Maybe, you get somebody, but anyway, I played football at UNLV way back when. And the first place I ever went, like on my tour, was Caesar's Palace. Wow. Later, when I went there, I ushered fights at Caesar's Palace. They let the football players be the ushers, right? So like I kind of had
Was that legal? Were you all to make money?
We did not get paid.
Oh,
it was not an NCAA. I'm not self-reporting here. It was totally legal. In fact, they made a big deal. Hey, you can't get paid, but you can volunteer to be an usher. Just we got volunteers all over here.
And if money falls on the ground, you pick it up. Nobody knows.
I'm not talking about that. It's been a long time.
Look,
but after I left ESPN, Caesars calls. Hey, we don't even know what it was yet. Do you want to do something with us? Have fun, make little sketches, just like I had been doing, right? The football stories you're talking about. And it sounded good. So I've been doing it for a year. Trey Wingo's doing it as well. And I'm shooting 2 really fun stories in particular this week, and some other stuff as well. Got Malcolm Butler, who stole our football for the Seahawks. Yeah. And we got David Tyree, the helmet catch.
Yeah.
So we'll have fun.
2 games I'll never forget in my lifetime.
Yeah. And now, they both happen here.
I know. Now, you've got some prop bets that folks should know about, and I'm interested in. And, of course, you have your own called the Kenny Mayne Props.
Well, they let me make up one last year. They're running it back.
I heard that hit over 6. I think it was one of the Higgins.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
So the bet was Jim Carr, our researcher, said, hey, did you know in college you threw a 59-yard touchdown pass? I think I really threw a screen. It was a 520 fake draw screen to Michael Morton. Probably threw it to that guy right over there. He goes the rest of the way, right?
Yeah.
For the famous Morton family, you guys had one. You had Johnny Morton.
Yep. Yeah.
Johnny Morton, Chad Morton, Michael Morton.
Yep.
And I was with Michael Morton, 4'3" guy. Great player. Anyway, we took that little setup. In college, I once threw a ball 3 feet and another guy went 59 yards.
With the distance with it.
Will there be, like you got to have a setup. With this knowledge, will this happen? Right? They do that a lot on the quick picks. At Caesars, they'll say, Luka has done this, and that over the last 5 games. Tonight, will he do this, and this? It's just kind of a way to educate. You're not betting some crazy thing that's never happened. You're not hoping some guy's going to do something he hasn't done. You're kind of like setting the table. He's done this regularly. Will he do this tonight?
Do you do parlays at all?
I love parlays.
Oh, gosh. I love you, Kenny.
Okay.
I like
to play casino craps. And I like to parlay. So I want a pair of 3s, hard 6. $10 becomes $100. Run it. And they're like trying to pay you. Leave the money. Don't touch the money. Leave it where it is. Then you go again.
Press it.
So, but here's, I'm not telling people to do things that are outrageous or, bet above your means or be wild. I don't think it's a wild bet because here's what it is. The $10 is what you win or lose. I put $10 up. It looks like 100 now, but it's really only 10 of my money, right? So you're still only betting $10. The value of it just went up, and now you're really hoping to go. So you hit back-to-back 3s, 10 goes to 100, goes to 1,000. So I look at these bets the same way where, I think Philly's going to win. I could be dead wrong, right? I think it's a totally toss-up game. Let's say I'm making my stand. Philly has to win. I think so-and-so is going to have 100 yards rushing, and I think so-and-so is going to have, you just look at – it's like looking at a horse race. I think so-and-so is going to get the lead. I think so-and-so is going to stalk. I think so-and-so is going to chase. We can be dead wrong, obviously, but that's the fun of it. And you can bet a couple different ones, maybe go 4 wide here and only 3 wide here or 5. And, there's ways to do it.
Man, first of all, I'm loving it. Who do you have winning the game Sunday? What's your thought process?
I was starting to say, nothing will surprise me. They're both such good teams. Mahomes might get hot and just run off, and who knows? Or Philly might just get all top of him, right? And they're
possible.
playing. Maybe his ankle's not as good as it should be. Who knows? There's 100 things. He got some other banged up guys too. I guess they all practice, but who knows if everybody's at 100, right? So if I had, and I hate doing this on this station, I'm telling people I think it's Philly just barely, but I have no conviction. I could have said Kansas City and felt the same way. I will say Kansas City for the purposes of this interview.
You're too funny for
And Mahomes goes over 300. And who's the first to score? I think that's fun. And as you're watching the game, you're like, man, that parlay's dead, but I'm still alive on this.
When you do parlays, we got a couple of, but when you do parlays, let's just stick with football. Do you do player props and do you combine it together? Do you just do throughout the games, or how do you do that?
Well, I typically don't really bet that often. I'm not doing weekly action all over the place.
Oh.
More like once the playoffs start, it's pretty fun to be involved, right? It's a big game already, but yeah, I'm not, everybody should do it how they want to do it. You can kind of like visualize, here's how I think the game's going to go. And in doing so, this should happen and this should happen and this should, right? You make a little predictive scorecard on your own, whatever your means are. You're betting $10, you're betting 50, whatever your number is. Do that a few times, a few different ways, and it's going to keep the whole game interesting.
I got to ask you, because I know people are watching especially on Twitter. Got this Twitter gambling thing, and so generally I do lottos. We do like 20, 25.
I want to play dice.
Lottos.
Who's got dice?
Oh, Tuttle, man. I'm on there. I got some.
I usually carry dice to practice.
Trust me,
I saw this dumb video, the stupid video on the internet.
Just putting all my business out here right
now.
now.
The most ridiculous video ever. This guy claimed that he could teach you how to throw dice.
I saw it. Yep. What you needed to do.
But it was so dumb. They didn't even. They do this shot, then they take a second camera and
Trust me, I tried that too. Yeah. I practiced it too. Kenny, appreciate your time.
It was fun.
It was
good
fun.
Luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
I'm gonna have some fun. All right, we will be back in just a minute. Thank you so much, Mr. May, and we'll be always. Back into this timeout. Let's take a quick commercial break. Here we go.
Are you hosting a Super Bowl party and want to elevate your guest experience? Paige White at KC Cocktail Company is doing a cocktail drop-off giveaway to one lucky individual. KC Cocktail Company specializes in creating beautiful, delicious craft cocktails, and Paige's promotion includes 75 servings valued at $300. You can choose from one or two different craft recipes, and also included in this package, Paige provides the cups, napkins, straws, cocktail setup with jugs for cocktails, and garnishes to complement the craft cocktails. To enter to win, check out her website at www.kccocktailco.com and sign up for the promotion. You will be entered to win, and the winner will be announced on February 10th. Everyone who enters the contest will receive a 10% discount on a cocktail drop-off package of your choice. Contact Paige and KC Cocktail Company directly to learn more. Don't wait until the last minute. Reserve your cocktail drop-off today. Their number is 816-456-4388, and the email is hello@kccocktailco.com. Don't miss out on this chance to elevate your party to the next level.
All right, we are back here on the ship here, live on Radio Row. You come in some to the camera. I promise you, we won't bite. With us now, Kyle Larson, the NASCAR Cup Series champion and Hendrick Motorsports, number 5 driver. First of all, before we go any further, I used to work for Hendrick Automotives
really?
Back in Kansas City. Yeah, I was their photographer, had to take pictures of all the vehicles and test drive it. I drove, I think, over 200 vehicles. So, taking it. And that's I actually enjoyed it because I ended up getting to Escalade from other fans. I love these vehicles. So, and I got a chance to meet Mr. Hendrick. So, what brings you to Radio Row? What brings you here for Super Bowl 57?
Well, I bought a place here in Scottsdale. So, kind of call this home now a little bit. Okay. So I split time between here and North Carolina. So just come here to talk to some people and promote. We got the Daytona 500 next week. Our season's starting up, so try to promote that a little bit and get people excited.
How'd you get started in the auto racing?
So I grew up in California, like Sacramento area, and my parents were just big race fans growing up themselves, and then built me a go-kart to play around in when I was young, and kind of just been racing almost every weekend since then, and won some races, got lucky along the way, and met the right people at the right time.
You do any of the Fast and Furious stuff that we see from the first movie or anything, did you?
No, I don't do
it. Funny because that was like I would say I don't want to say that was like my intro to auto racing because it wasn't. I would say
Yeah.
my mom was a hell of a driver, so I always felt like I was a grease man in
Yeah.
training because she could drive, and I say she could drive because she was always late, so she's always driving real fast, and because our father was a police officer, she wasn't worried about a ticket or anything like
Yeah.
that. So, obviously, so you got Daytona coming up next week, man. How excited? Well, first of all, how many have you won of those races, the Daytona?
I haven't won at
Yet.
Daytona yet.
Yes.
No, I've been close. I was leading. We took the 2017. I was leading on the white flag and ran out of fuel. So that was a bummer, being that close to winning. But hey, it's a tough race. It takes a lot of luck, to miss all the big wrecks that happen. So we'll try and get lucky this year and see if we can end up.
What's
winning.
it like? I know. NASCAR comes to the Kansas Speedway a couple times a year, and I think in May and October. What is the, first time I went, I think it was like 2017, 2018, and just the roar of the engine and stuff. It's heart pounding, but it's also exhilarating. As a driver, how do you get that? How do you get that excitement and motivation? I mean, it was like. Just tell me what goes through your body when you're driving 200 miles an hour, just nonstop.
I think, because we've all been doing it so long, it's not like it's just second nature to us, I guess. At this point, we don't think about how fast we're going. We're just trying to pass the car in front of us. I love Kansas. That's probably one of my favorite tracks to go to. The facility is really nice. You got the casino there off turn 2. You got all the nice.
My man been there a few times. I like that.
All the nice amenities outside the track. With the shopping and movie theater, and downtown Kansas City is a lot of fun too. So always look forward to going to that one. And the racing there is really good. So we won there in 2021 and have always ran really well there. So look forward to getting back.
What's the best thing about auto racing for you?
Besides winning, I would say just the competition and always trying to get better. You're never satisfied with where you're at. Just like anything, I think, I do enjoy the travel. I love getting to go to different places and seeing different cultures and eating different foods and stuff like that. So, and you get to meet a lot of cool people along the way and build friendships through it.
Speaking of that, what's it like working with Hendrick in that club? Because like I said, I used to work for him. So
you know how it is then. So, I don't know what your experience was with them, but man, I love it.
It was never bad, thankfully.
Yeah, everybody's great that I've been around, and Rick Hendrick, personally, he's just a great guy, and he's positively impacted so many people's lives, thousands of people's lives, and I'm just glad to be able to call him a friend and lean on him and see the way he treats people and just absorb all of that. So very fortunate to be able to race for Rick and be around all the people at Hendrick Automotive Group, and look forward to being with them for a long time.
How long do you see yourself doing this? I mean, you Cal Petty or you Richard Petty type career or what?
I don't know. I'm 30 now. I've been doing it for almost
over 21, brother.
Yeah, I've been doing it since I would think I was 21. So it's my 9th season. I don't know. I mean, who knows with where life takes you, but I would say in the Cup Series, NASCAR, I would say no more than probably 10 more years. That would put me close to 20 years in the series. But I mean, even when I'm done racing NASCAR, I'll still race. I still do race a lot outside of NASCAR and dirt track stuff. So there's a lot that I want to accomplish on that circuit whenever I'm done racing in NASCAR. And I'll still be, only 40 or younger, maybe a few years older, but go win some championships in that and win some big races.
Your thoughts on the game Sunday, man? Who are you pulling for?
Well,
be careful now, because you said you love Kansas.
I know you guys are Kansas, but so I'm good buddies with Clint Boyer. He's Kansas. He's coming into town, so I feel like I gotta root against Kansas. You gotta have like a little bit of competitive rivalry with him. But I honestly don't. I just want to see a good game, and
that's true.
They're both fun teams to watch.
Will you be at the game?
Not currently. So I would love to go to the game, but it is Super Bowl is a fun time just to cook out, hang out at the house, hang out with the family and the friends, and enjoy it that way too. So I've never been to a Super Bowl. I'd like to go, but Also, if I don't get to go, I'll have a lot of fun. You're just hanging out home and
We just have to call
celebrate.
Rick. Be like, Rick, I mean, I know you know.
Yeah,
hook him
I'm
up
a
with
little too
ticket.
tight. I don't want to buy those expensive tickets.
That's why I say have Rick get it.
I know,
Have
right?
Rick can get it.
He spoils me enough. I don't want to ask for that.
That's right. Hey, Kyle, appreciate your time, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank
And where do you go? Where do you go when you come to Kansas?
Gosh, what's the
Probably
barbecue place?
It better be Gates Barbecue.
What's the one that's like in a gas station?
Never heard of it.
No, you would hear of it.
Nah, never heard
Oh
of it.
man, I'm gonna think of it as soon as I get off here. But it's
That
really
works for me.
good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Probably Gates Barbecue.
No, that doesn't sound familiar to me. But
your place doesn't either. So
I'll go there though.
Oh, okay.
I look forward to going to Kansas City mainly for the barbecue.
Well,
so.
when you come, we'll get you. I got your people's number. I'll make sure that nothing else. I'll bring
Gates?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring you. I'll bring you a tray. I'll bring you a
All
tray
right.
at this. So I'm gonna save you some money because trust me, you will.
Yeah.
You will be so thankful for it.
All right. What do you get there?
They're a sponsor, so they provide me with a slab, some baked beans, medium baked beans, and some fries.
Okay.
To die for. To die for.
All right. I'll check it out.
All right, man. Kyle, hey, best of luck to you next week in Daytona, and we're gonna put you on the Chiefs side for this game.
All right.
So, all right, we'll be back after this time out. Very welcome.
KC Cocktail Company is proud to announce their first annual nonprofit giveaway. Paige White and KC Cocktail Company believe in giving back to their community, and they are giving away a $500 bar credit to a deserving Kansas City not-for-profit organization. KC Cocktail Company knows that hosting a gala, fundraiser, donor dinner, or golf tournament can be expensive, so they are donating the bar credit to be used to help raise money toward any event that the nonprofit sees fit. What nonprofit do you love supporting? Here's your chance to help them out even more. Check out the nonprofit page on KC Cocktail's website at www.kccocktailco.com and enter in their info, and Paige will enter them into a drawing, as well as contact them on other ways that KC Cocktail can help support them. Feel free to call or email KC Cocktail Company directly for more information at 816-456-4388 or hello@kccocktailco.com.
Good morning, Mama. I see you just logged on. I got Kay Adams in about 20 minutes. I'll be back. She's from FanDuel. Mama, giving you a shout out right now, so don't hit me up later. I'll give you a shout out later. Bye. That's what the coach killed me.